Artificial love, we just make it up, 'cause reality will never be good enough.
Author point of view. A sweet and a beautiful girl who must be around 90 years of age. Her small face, sharp nose, swelling cheeks, and a big eyes were crying loudly at while sitting on the bed of her room. Just then, a man from outside the room was banging on the door and saying, "Miku, don't be absent. I told you to open the door and come out and have dinner. I told you, Dad, I will not eat until you give me permission to leave." Why Dad? Miku, I told you that you will not go to Seoul, so will not go. Okay, Dad, I too will not eat food till you give me permission. By that point of view, this girl is screaming so loud from inside the room that the loudspeaker may fail in front of her. Stop crying and quietly open the door and come out and have dinner because tomorrow you have a bus to Seoul, so don't you have to pack your bag? On hearing this, she starts jumping on the bed in happiness as if just a while ago this girl was not shedding tears from her eyes. Then Vian get up from the bed and open the door with sweet smile on her face. You know very well how to get your point across. Of course, Dad. After all, I'm your daughter. If you are stubborn, then I am stubborn too. Now let's go and eat. I'm very hungry. Vian and her dad eating dinner. My daughter is so happy today. I don't want to keep my Miku away from me, but what can I do? This crazy girl doesn't listen to me at all. Miku, eat your food slowly. This food is not going to run away. See how you have stuffed your entire mouth with food. Stupid girl. Dad, don't call me stupid. She make a pout violating. Well, if I don't call you stupid, what else can I say? You always behave like a child. I don't know how you handle everything alone in Seoul. Do you remember that this stupid daughter of yours has cleared the entrance exam of Seoul University? The only thing that worries me that as intelligent as my daughter is, she is equally innocent and people always take advantage of innocence. My little stomach is full. Saying this, she starts cursing her stomach with her small hand and burps loudly. After eating food, you have to clean your mouth and hand with a napkin. See, all the food on your hand has been wiped off on your dress. Sorry, Dad, you make me forget to wipe hand with the napkin again. My cute daughter had extended both her hands, waiting for me to clean her hand and face with a napkin. You will miss me a lot, right, Dad? She make a pout and smile while saying this. I will not miss you at all. You keep presenting me with your words all day long. I will miss you a lot, especially the funny face you make all day. You are the only one who brings happiness in my life, princess. I am very scared to send you alone to Seoul. Dad, such a liar you are. While saying this, she was moving her middle finger and her neck up and down simultaneously and was laughing loudly. Nico, do you remember what I told you? Don't forget it when you go to Seoul. Yes, Dad, I remember everything. Like what? I don't have to talk anyone much. I have to focus on my work and not roam around aimlessly at night. Stay quiet as much as possible and don't go to any friend house. Dad, I remember everything and I don't forget anything. You remember everything but you forget to keep quiet. Is this a joke, Dada? No joke, this is reality, Miko. I hate you. I hate you too. Finally, I have reached here, but why has this bus not come yet? It's so late now. I am feeling scared. While saying this, she was rubbing her hand out of fear. It was 10 o'clock at night. The road was completely deserted, and Ryan's throat was out of breath. Then a car come from there at a very high speed and suddenly collide with a street light. The car collided so hard that the sound of the collision mates immediately took forward the car. After a long time, no one can out from inside the car. So Ryan was thinking of going near the car, but she was unable to gather courage. Dad had said that there is no need to worry about anyone. Should I go to the car or not? Let me go and check if there is some problem inside. Saying this, she goes towards the car, her eyes widen upon seeing the scene inside the car. A man was sitting on the driving seat and his head was resting on the steering wheel. The car door was already open, due to which Wine extended his hand, lifted his head, and put it back on the seat. Sitting inside the car, she held his face with both her hands and shook it up. Listen, sir. Get up, sir. Are you listening to me, sir? Sir, should I take you to the hospital? Oh, Ryan is not opening his eyes. It seems we will have to take him to the hospital. As soon as Ryan said this, the man who had Ryan's hand on his face pulled the hand and pulled it towards himself, due to which Ryan hugged him, and that man was so close to Ryan that Ryan could feel his breath on her lips. I don't want to go to hospital. After saying that, the man became unconscious again. Rather say he fall asleep. Oh, so this drunkard will not go to the hospital but to the liquor shop where he will get alcohol as a medicine. Then he will be fine. After saying this, Ryan moved away from him and started thinking in her mind about what I do now. His breath is stinging so much that is it clear now? This man was drunk. This man has drunk. While thinking about all this thought come to her mind, she started checking in the drawer of her car. Then she found a parcel in which the address was written. Wow, at least I found something. Now I will drop this man there, whether it is home address or not. Seeing this, she booked a taxi, and in a short while a taxi stopped by and put all her luggage in it, and taxi driver made that man sit in the taxi as well. The taxi directly stopped at the same address. When Ryan goes inside Jungkook house, she is left speechless because Jungkook house is no less than a palace. As soon as Ryan goes inside, she sees only bodyguards, and when those bodyguards see their boss in this condition, they immediately come to Ryan, take Jungkook with them to their room. Then an old lady come to sitting hall and ask Ryan to stay there tonight because it was very late. Ryan agreed to them and stayed there for night. It was 2 o'clock in the night. Ryan felt thirsty, so she come out of her room looking for the kitchen. She come down to the hall. There was only dim light in the whole house, and not single servant was visible in the hall. After a lot of searching, finally Ryan see the kitchen in front of her. She take water from there and start going upstairs to her room. Just then she hears someone voice. Ryan was just about to go to her room when she heard someone moaning in pain. Water, water. Ryan looked around. The sound was coming from the room in front of her. She walked towards it very slowly. As she was walking towards the room, she could hear the sound getting louder. Water, water. Ryan quickly opened the door and came inside. As soon as she came inside, she felt the temperature of the room be cold. She saw a boy laying on his stomach. He was wearing only black pants. There was bandage on his back at various places, and there was small scratch as well. His head was hanging down from the bed, and one of his hands was searching for something on the beside table. The boy was saying the same words repeatedly. Water, water. He was properly searching for water on the table. His voice was so deep that Sewell went down Ryan's spine. Still she quickly came to him, holding his shoulder, helped him to sit straight and said, Sir, you okay? Hey, this is the same drunkard whom I brought to the house today. Saying this, she quickly took the glass of water, kept it on the table and put it to his lips. Jungkook quickly held Ryan's hand and started drinking water quickly as if he was thirsty for age. Ryan's hand trembled for a moment. Jungkook's eyes were closed. He was not in his senses. Meanwhile, Ryan was looking at his face, soft facial features, red lipstick, eyelashes, and his hair combing his eyes, perfect muscular body. He looked like a hero of a movie. Jungkook quickly drank all the water from the glass. Ryan had just kept the empty glass on the side table when Jungkook wrapped his hand around her waist, pulled her close to him, and hid his face in her chest. Ryan was not expecting this from Jungkook, so she was shocked by his action and he said in a panic, "Sir, sir." Then Ryan tried to pull him away by holding his shoulder, but Jungkook tightened his grip. His action seemed as if it was a very common thing for him. Jungkook's hot breath was hitting Ryan's neck. The feeling that Ryan's breathing also started becoming faster. She said in a husky voice, "Sir, sir, leave me please." Ryan was now getting nervous. Ryan pushed Jungkook with her all strength without caring about Jungkook's injury, due to which Jungkook fell on the bed with her instead of getting away from her. As soon as Jungkook's back touched the bed, he moaned slightly before Ryan could understand anything. Jungkook turned around with her. Ryan was now under Jungkook. Ryan started sweating due to nervousness. Ryan put her hand on his chest and pushed him and said, "Get away from me." She pushed him with all her strength and Jungkook put his lips on Ryan's lips. He started kissing Ryan. Jungkook was kissing very softly. He had completely filled Ryan's lips in his mouth and was sucking very softly. As soon as Jungkook started kissing Ryan, Ryan got soft. Due to that shock, her eyes were ready to pop out completely. Her heart was beating very fast like a hand pump. At first, Ryan was hitting it with her hand, but still Jungkook was not affected. He was still kissing Ryan. After some time, Ryan stopped hitting Jungkook and started feeling his kiss. Ryan was just looking at Jungkook, whose eyes were closed and she was completely lost in that kiss. Ryan looked at his face for a while and then closed her eyes after kissing his lips for a while. Jungkook turned his over and put her on top of him, but he is still kissing her lips. When Ryan started having trouble breathing, she started hitting Jungkook on his chest. Ryan pushed Jungkook with all her strength. Ryan's lips got separate from Jungkook's lips, and before Ryan could lift her head a little, take a deep breath, Jungkook removed one of his hands from Ryan's waist and placed it on Ryan's head and pushed her head towards his face with a jerk, due to which Ryan's face was on Jungkook's face and Ryan's lips were also touched on Jungkook's lips, but this time Jungkook was not kissing her. Ryan tries to remove her face from Jungkook's face, but Jungkook had tightened his hand on Ryan's head. Ryan tries a lot, but when she is unable to free herself, she stops trying and keeps laying on top of Jungkook like this. The breath which Ryan had controlled till now, she slowly released on Jungkook's lips. Ryan's breath was dissolving inside Jungkook's mouth. Like after some time, Ryan fell asleep on top of Jungkook. Morning. When Ryan opened her eyes, she was still sleeping on top of Jungkook and her lips were still on top of Jungkook's lips. Ryan moves her face a little away from Jungkook's face and starts looking at his face while placing on one of her hands on Jungkook's chest. Ryan's point of view, how cute does this drunken man look while sleeping? His chubby cheeks and those cute eyes and those little bunny-like teeth. While saying this, Ryan sometimes pinches Jungkook's cheeks with one of her hands and sometimes opens his mouth and look at his teeth. While doing all this, Ryan kisses Jungkook's forehead, then both his eyes, then his nose, then his cheeks, and then put one of her hand on his lips and kiss his lips too. My cute little panda, Ryan giving a nickname. Seeing this, Ryan gets up from the bed and after looking at Jungkook once again, she goes to her room. Jungkook was still sleeping. Afternoon. In the afternoon, an old lady comes into Jungkook's room and wake him up. Then Jungkook wake up. Jungkook get up and sit on the bed, stretching himself and placing his head slightly. Sir, please face up. I have kept your black coffee on the table, so have your breakfast by drinking black coffee and then take your medicine, the old lady said while bowing her head. Did any girl come to this room last night? Jungkook, rubbing his head, asked this question to the old lady. No, sir, the old lady said. Did the girl with whom I came home yesterday stay in this pencil at night? Jungkook again asked this question to the old lady without any expression. After asking this, Jungkook ordered the old lady to leave and pick up his phone from the side table and call someone, find out all the information about that girl who come to the mansion last night and find out where she lives. Jungkook giving an order to his manager. 𝐲𝐿 farewell party. Today there was a face-up party at 𝐲𝐿 University. All the new students were present in the party. 𝐲𝐿 had also taken admission this year, so she was also a new student. That is why she also come to the party. All the students were enjoying with their friends. 𝐲𝐿 was very lonely there because she didn't make any friends, so she was sitting quietly in a corner of the party. Everyone was enjoying it when suddenly the host made an announcement that the college principal wanted to say something to you all. Student, today the most honorable trustee of this university, the top businessman of this country, and a great personality has come to meet you. People don't even get an appointment to meet him. He was come to meet you today himself, and his name is Mr. Jeon Jungkook. Then Jungkook entered the party hall. Jungkook was wearing a black business suit and his aura was so dark that anyone who saw him would get scared, but still he was very handsome, had rough and tough personality. The girl of the university starts sighing by looking at him. The principal goes and give a flower bucket to Jungkook and greet him by bowing his head. All the students were enjoying and dancing. Jungkook was sitting comfortably on his king-size couch and looking for one of them. As soon as 𝐲𝐿 sees Jungkook, she runs at him and forcefully takes him to the dance floor by holding his hand. As soon as this scene happened, all the people standing there are shocked. Jungkook was walking behind a girl for the first time today. Jungkook is also shocked by someone suddenly holding his hand. And he wanted to shake off his hand from 𝐲𝐿's hand, but still he was not able to do so and went behind 𝐲𝐿. At this time, both Jungkook and 𝐲𝐿 were standing in the middle of the dance floor. 𝐲𝐿 kept one of Jungkook's hand on her waist, held her hand in her finger, and started dancing by keeping one of her hand on Jungkook's shoulder. Jungkook was looking at her without any expression. There was complete silence. Around was every student and professor standing there were just looking at them. 𝐲𝐿 was looking at Jungkook's face and kept dancing. Suddenly, 𝐲𝐿 wrapped both her hands around Jungkook's neck, lifted herself a little above the ground on that 𝐲𝐿's feet start hanging. As soon as 𝐲𝐿 lifted up, Jungkook immediately hold her by waist. My cute little panda, 𝐲𝐿 said with Jungkook's point of view. Does this girl know me? Have I met her before? Her fragrance seems familiar to me, but I can't remember her face. But whatever it is, the girl has courage. In front of Jungkook, people tremble before even speaking. This girl is making the same Jungkook dance to her tune without any fear.